Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome everybody, my name is Michelle, and this is your message because you came across it. It's a meta-conscious energy reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. But you may have Gemini placements that you don't even know about. Whatever it is, you are linked to this reading because it's yours. And this is where the message begins. And it's your energy. Keep it light, be playful. Keep it on the surface, keep it shallow. In the shallows. Why? This is Gemini energy. It's strategic. It's not about not being smart or not being capable, not being able to comprehend the depths. But this is strategic. It's saying keep it light, keep it buoyant. First of all, it could just be playful. This could be saying that this is the baseline of a very enjoyable, pleasure-filled week. You could be going on vacation, hey, right? But it could also be that you want to keep things light right now. You don't want to get too heavy and deep. I can tell you astrologically, Mercury is just coming out of retrograde. Great. But it's like that week after retrograde, up to 2 weeks after it comes out of retrograde, that a lot of stuff gets really churned up. Like retrogrades remind me of like a dog. The week to 2 weeks before the retrograde are the bite. And then you have the body, and it just is what it is. But then at the tail end, you have that flap that could whack you in the face unexpectedly. So go lightly now. Mercury is coming out of retrograde. Your confidence will be returning. Your energy will be returning. Your ability to process information quickly will be returning, right? Your ability for things around you to be able to run the way that you expected them will be returning. Great. Keep it light. Keep it sassy and sexy, friendly and frivolous a little bit. Maybe not frivolous, but just keep it light. There's something here that you want to skim the surface. And a lot of times when I get this card, it's because you want to be playful, you want to jump around, you want to on the surface. Because there might be thin ice below. And if you keep it light right now, you'll never know it because you'll be fine. But if you go too hard, you're going to collapse underneath. So let's see what this means. Gemini, as I divide the deck, whatever card falls out is going to stay where it falls. That's just a part of the reading. If you are looking for personal readings, you need a personal message, you need to understand a personal situation, I provide those. Please go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule with me right now and get your message within 24 hours. It's a quick turnaround. If you guys have not yet subscribe to the channel, take a second and just push that subscribe button. And then don't forget to ring that notification bell. And when you do, select all notifications. That way you'll know when I go live. It's the only way they alert you to when I go live. And then you can participate in the free tarot card readings I provide during live chats here. And if you want more frequent live chats, you can always join a channel membership. And you'll get access to a lot of great stuff, including members-only live chats. Okay, we're almost there. I'm going to cleanse the energy with a sound bowl as well, so you'll hear a little bit of a ringing. Just an FYI. Okay, it wants to stay there. Let's leave it there. Okay. Let's give it one more shuffle just to see if anything else falls out. Gemini. Now, since this is your energy and it's saying be playful, it's kind of speaking directly to you to say, keep it light, have fun this week. This is an opportunity. Now, clear out the clutter. Good on ya, because it means that you already did it. Maybe leading up to this week, you already got to the grind and you already got rid of the stuff that would have held you back or held you down and kept you from transitioning or growing or expanding or whatever you were doing. So clear out the clutter comes out in the past. And it's the number here is 28, which adds up to 10, which means that you may have completed a cycle. You may have finished something and gotten rid of all the refuge from it left behind. That leads you to freshness, a fresh start. So that's happiness, that's joy, that's buoyancy. That's right here. And then we have trust in the magic, which means a fresh new start, a fresh beginning, an outlook that is optimistic, a positive energy, not positive energy, like a sense of idealism or happiness or optimism. Trust in the magic of the newness and the freshness, the rarity of this moment. So once again, beautiful, buoyant exuberance and happy energy. I'm liking this so far. Light-hearted, talking about fun things, sweet things, okay? Interesting conversations. Let's see what's coming out in the future. Embrace the in-between is way out. But this is a sense of economy, acceptance that things are changing, embracing the fact that you're going through a transition, embracing that awkward stage, knowing that that's just a necessary evil to get to the next step. So there are more changes coming, okay? Or there are more changes that could come. You could be setting yourself up still for this powerful transition, this next step. Then we have be fearless and bold. This is Aries energy, so being individualistic and taking action, and tend to the small things. This is taking action toward healing, especially those little minute details. So the devil could be in the details right here. That's what it could be telling us. But it's not the devil. This is Aries energy. Be fearless and bold when you... In terms of, basically it's saying, don't let any detail go unmissed. And don't allow anybody to try to push you against the wall or back you into a corner to make you feel like you need to skip over things. You may have to stand up for yourself or stick up for yourself when you see there are some details that are awry. But since we have fours here, we know we want this to be solid. We want this to be practical. And so don't let anybody put you off that course, or take proactive, like action toward ensuring that all the details and all the little mice in the walls are purged, right? There's this energy of, that's where you take action now, in the minute things, in the small things, in the details. That's where you got to put your energy. And then embrace the in-between. Embrace that there is still a period after this beautiful new energy of working out some of the kinks. But it's almost like saying, but it's worth it. This is good. This is Libra energy. This is Aries energy. You might be working out some kinks when it comes to relationship dynamics, especially with the dynamics between who am I as an individual and how do I fit into this partnership, and what is this partnership to the both of us. So there's like this sense of, but don't let it get to you. Be very vigilant and see it all and let it be what it is and take it out one by one. Those little tiny details. So let's get into the specifics for Gemini. Either way, stuff is going to be coming up that is going to frustrate you or might discourage you. But it doesn't have to, because they're only tiny things unless you let it get out of hand. We don't want an infestation. So this is day 7. How is everything going to end up or conclude? Okay. Okay. And how do we get there? Day 1. And this is you. This is also lovers. This is attraction. This may be somebody that you met. Certainly you can't stop thinking about them. This could even be a job that you feel is like a soulmate kind of energy. But this is soulmate kind of energy. But it's also you. You are the lover's energy, right? The balance between two personas. That's you. And then we have go slowly. This is maybe a relationship or a situation that has gone very slowly, that has taken its time, or that has been moving very slowly, or having to be very almost conservative in how you move with it, even though you know it's very important to you, maybe with an Aries. That's why Aries energy is so prevalent. Well, why is it going so slow? Because of worries, because of concerns, because of like little kinks you have to iron out. Either way, it's taking action. It's fighting. It's fighting, but in a slow and steady way, in a Virgo type way, by being pedantic and taking care of the details. And that's how you're trying to go about this and strengthen this situation, or that's how you should be doing it, because that's what will be most effective. But somebody has been very, it's almost like something has been very steady and very consistent. Okay. That's interesting. What about day 2? There's worries here. And that doesn't surprise me. There is worries here. Maybe there's actual illness. Maybe there's criticism. Maybe there's insults that have been flying about. There is something here that you do want to go slow with. It's not necessarily a horrible thing. But at the same time, there is worries, even though there's part of the situation that makes you very, very happy. You have the 6 of Wands and 6 of Cups, something that is genuinely joyful and jovial. You're trying to keep it light. You're trying to keep it fresh. You're trying to keep it sexy. But whether we want to admit it or not, we have to admit to ourselves, yes, Gemini, now we are sure something is up. So honor yourself, right? Don't try to make those worries go away. Honor yourself. Say they're here. Let me talk to myself a little bit about what the hell is going on in my brain right now, because they're real. You're not seeing things. And with these kind of energies, you kind of want, you're focusing on, oh, I want to just be playful. I want it to be sweet. And that's good. But now it makes me think that there's worries here that you may be trying to escape by keeping things light and keeping things sweet. And ultimately, those worries are eventually going to have to be addressed. But let's see, because we do have happiness and joviality here as well. There's that duality, right? And that's why we need to go slow and take action toward that duality. That both of these things exist at the same time, and you are the experts at building that bridge between that duality. And here we are. What about day 3? What about day 3? Then we have day 3 is keep fighting. Deciding something is worth it and standing your ground, even though you might have to knock things off one at a time. You know, you have the high ground, but you could be outnumbered by what's coming at you. And that supports the mouse energy of there's a lot of little things coming at you, but also you're fighting it. So this is what I want you to do on day 3. I want you to sit the fuck back and accept that you're fighting it and you can keep fighting it. And maybe you should, because it's worth it. Standing your ground, right? Maybe that's what it's saying for right now. Standing your ground. Okay, what about day 4? Day 4. or step 4, whatever. Now there's clarity. There could also be victory. So it is worth fighting for, because this is victory or success or a battle won, like finishing a cycle, being certain, being sure, knowing that you need to close this door, or that something is final. You have that 10 right in front of you, right? There's that energy of completion again, like completion of a cycle, realizing this is over, or getting to a place where it is, you've completed it. So whatever you're struggling with by day 4, finished, made a decision, turning over that new leaf, or turning into that new chapter, a decision of what has to end, or realizing how to end something, or realizing I don't have to fight anymore, because yes, you actually, this isn't about ending, this is completing. So this is kind of victorious, happy. There's only a little bit more of a push that you have to keep going. It's only up to day 4. And then we have the Hanged Man. Now, what do I do with myself? It's like Inigo Montoya, right? I've been in the revenge business so long, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. This is the Hanged Man. Sit and contemplate, look at a situation maybe from a different perspective, or take time to sort of rest for a second. Rest and recharge. This is lovely energy, because you're coming to a point of comfort in something that was making you really struggle. What about day 6? We have an offer, or an open-hearted demonstration of how you feel. We also have following in faith. This could be somebody who's poetic, kind, sweet, caring. This is another knight. Instead of the Knight of Pentacles, now it's a Knight of Cups. I'm proceeding in faith. I'm not worried so much anymore. There's a fluency here with my actions. There's a hopefulness and an optimism, and a psychic connection, a psychic knowing. In a sense, realizing, like letting go of the struggle and being in a point where you can just grace yourself. But be more specific. I want to know specifically for Gemini. I want more specific. Nope, nothing more. Let's get moon cards, because we got to get into day 7, and that's jam-packed. Moon card, we have conclusions are within reach. Heading out to day 7. The sense of being certain, being sure. Or something, even if let's say this, by the end of this week, even if something isn't officiated, you'll know it. You'll be able to gauge it. Like a long time ago, somebody told me to measure my son when he was 3 years old. And that whatever height he was by 3 years old, I could double it. And that's going to be the height he was when he was an adult. I don't know if that's true. But it's kind of like this. It's almost like this is a predictor by the end of this week of what's going to be. And conclusions are within reach. In other words, of what's going to be in the future. Like how things are going to pan out. A really nice gauge. After this struggle and this completion and then this contemplation period, there's this energy of you're gonna know how things are going to end or finish or be, or definitely the right path. What is all this about, though? Well, the cards are talking. We got to get into day 7. Regeneration, coming back. It's about a comeback, but you're a lot more flexible this time around, because you accept that there's chaos and conflict and you can't predict everything, and that there's still work ahead. But at the same time, now you're certain the work where the work is going to get you. Let's see where that work is going to get you. I'm going to go to the extended. Please come along with me, Gemini, and I will see you there. The link is down below. It's also I pin it to the top of the comment section, and you can just head on over to Vimeo as well. Born Without Boundaries Tarot over there. I'll see you.